a redistribution of wealth? How are you going to build up wealth and then redistribute it among everyone who wasn't building it? The mofos who are at ground zero, building it up, making shit happen, they get nothing. They get nothing? Talk about reparations. Like, the plantation owners got reparations. Heck, the Constitution, for the most part, was reparations. If you look at the amendments and understand the origins and the context of them, what are we talking about here? They always say some crazy shit, bruh. Always say some crazy shit. But that's the thing. You can't be looking to them to help you. That's not going to fucking happen. One thing you have to understand when it comes to racism with wealth and power against black people, right? They will utilize non-blacks against blacks. And furthermore, they will utilize blacks against blacks. So now you not only have your own, but you have everyone else focused and targeted against you. Why are you looking for them to help? That's not going to happen. Hispanics are going to worry about Hispanics. They don't give a fuck about black people. All right? If you gave a choice in Hispanic between a Hispanic and a black person, they are going to go with their race. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with racial cohesion. Look at white people. That's what they go with. Black people are the only people who don't do that. And this concept of, hey, white people's ice is colder. And they programmed that into you. They programmed you to distrust you. That's why you have so much fucking hatred and animosity. And a lot of this fucking shit is stemming from the conditioning all the way back in slavery. So if we can get over this whole white people's ice is fucking colder and actually embrace, hey, black excellence. Niggas love saying a whole bunch of catchphrases, but don't actually believe it. If you actually believe in black excellence, okay, great. Let's expound upon that. That's all. That's all it is, man. That's all it is. But it's gonna take time. That's what I realized. It's gonna take time. Because the more we have these individuals who integrate, the more difficult it becomes. Because the more voices, the more opponents we have. But that hasn't really changed anything. We've always been the underdog for the most part. Always been the underdog. And still have prevailed. That's the point, is to focus on the W's, the victories. Because you can't be defeated if you don't quit. You can't be defeated if you don't quit. So I'm seeing a lot of people fucking quit and just say, you know what, fucking, it's over, it's over. That's not going to benefit anyone. Because if you think moving forward, right, you see how white people are talking about the white replacement. They know fucking minority is not where you want to be. The last thing many of these white people want to be classified as is a fucking minority. They know. You see the fear in many of these individuals' eyes. Not all, but many of them. Many of them know that is not what the fuck we want. Okay? Not at all. Fucking hell. I'll be damned if we allow my country to have me as a minority. You understand? And then that's how quick they understand the power of racism. The power of racism. As far as the exploitation of the resources. They understand that shit. That once that goes, shit, everything else goes downhill. So that needs to be trained within the black youth coming up. That needs to be trained. They need to realize this. Because you're not going to be taught in schools. You already see what they trying to come up with more just Machiavellian ways to handicap black Americans. And what I mean by that, as far as when it comes to education, if you only know what you've been told, well, then that's it, right? If you only know about yourself in regards to what someone tells you, and that's what the youth is. Imagine someone, an empty vessel, Black skin, but they're empty vessel. They don't know anything about anything until they start getting into the world, right? Then they start to realize, well, this is interesting. That's different. Now you have a fucking a racist, right? Racism, which is a system. You have these individuals with wealth and power now instilling white mindset. When I mean white mindset, I mean as far as the empowerment of white people. That's what I mean. That white mindset into this black-skinned youth. What does that do for us? And what does that do for them? It creates a cycle where they can always depend on the product that they created. A lot of these niggas out here are products. They're products. And they're products for racism. That's what they are. They're products for racism. Because they'll do anything in their power for the three. Deny. So you have to understand that that is also your job as a parent, if you have a child, to also, as far as to cut that shit off. Because as you see, as far as with CRT, they're now labeling damn near everything when it comes to black history as CRT. Now, after all these fucking years, hundreds and hundreds of years of racism, now they want to whitewash it. Now they want to say, well, why are you looking to the past? Why don't we look to the future? Well, the past is pretty a good sign and indicative of what to expect from the future. And at least to anticipate it. Well, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I mean, basically, a bunch of black immigrants came to the country. That's what happened, okay? Now, imagine your black youth understanding that, oh, a bunch of black immigrants came to the country. That's their concept and understanding of slavery. And racism is just when you don't like someone for their race. That's their concept and understanding of racism. And being a racist is just when you say mean things. That's their concept and understanding of being a racist. You can't help but go the path that they have established for you. And that path that they've established for you always benefits them. Will never benefit the black community. Will never benefit black America. Will always benefit everyone else but black America. That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. They do differently than what they teach you. They'll tell you a kumbaya, but behind closed doors, hey, don't. There's a very tight community, very tight-knit. They'll say, hey, we're all Americans, but then deny your black ass to go into the community. Won't sell you a house in the community. Won't give you a loan. Redistrict, so now your vote is fucking meaningless. If you look at it, if you look at the fucking, look at what they've done, it's crazy. When it comes to redistricting. Once they start, as far as, when the redistricting, started to be prevalent, give niggas a vote, right? Allow niggas to vote, and then start redistricting areas. That fucking dilutes the black vote. That's some evil shit, bruh. These motherfuckers are devils. They absolutely are fucking malicious, fucking malevolent devils, alright? That's some evil, that's some vile shit, okay? That's some hustle shit, bruh. Hustle, that's some evil shit. Yeah, you can vote, but that vote's not going to mean not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. So, I'm just saying, you have to understand this. And many of the people who don't understand this they'll see this as like, oh, this is hatred or you're the victim or anything. Because it's foreign to them. It's foreign to them because they've never taken time to understand who they are. And that's how they get you. They get you upon you not knowing who you are. Or them anticipating that the only thing you know about yourself is what they've told you. And if you expect what Malcolm X said, if you expect these mofos to teach you about you, you're going crazy. You're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, okay? To paraphrase, he didn't say cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You're out of your damn mind if you expect your oppressors to teach you about you. Okay? You're out of your damn mind. That's not going to happen. But then let's go into no, well, it's not even about unity, right? Because that's another thing. We have unity. We have unity for the most part. The problem is it's a plan of fucking attack. The problem is resources. The problem is wealth and power, right? If you can unify, we have unity. When people start talking about, hey, we not unified, that's bullshit. Okay? Absolute fucking bullshit. The problem is what we unify around. Don't allow that fucking white supremacist fucking propaganda to infiltrate your mind. Because a lot of this fucking propaganda, that's where it comes from. Why black people can't unify? Why are they always killing themselves? That's fucking, that's white supremacist talk. That's racism. That's what that is. Don't ever fucking repeat or regurgitate that nonsense. We absolutely can unify. 100%. The problem is what we fucking unify around. If we can centralize this unification around resources, then we'll be in fucking business. Then we'll be in fucking business. Okay? Then we'll be in business. That's the thing. You just need to unify around the right things. They've got people to unify around fucking rappers and shit. Niggas get into arguments about which rapper is better. Get niggas to argue about, oh, this fucking shoe. You can unify. Unification is not the problem. Unity is not the issue here. The issue is what you've been, as far as what you've been programmed to unify about. Niggas arguing about stupid TV shows. The Housewives, you see that show? Oh, that show was... You're unifying around the wrong fucking things. Unifying around the wrong fucking things. Don't be a consumer, be a producer. Be the nigga who puts out the TV show. Or at least has the company that offers or places an offer for a TV show. I like that TV show. Thank you. Don't unify around stupid shit that's not going to impact you. Niggas will unify around fucking basketball games, will they? Unity is not the issue. It never has been. In the history of fucking black America in the country, unity has never been an issue with black Americans. Never. Okay? You can go all the way back to fucking, when it came to the slave trade and all that, and all the fucking, how they try to suppress the uprisings. Because there was tons of slave revolts. There were more slave revolts than they actually reported. Because they didn't want that shit to get around. Unity has never been the key. And they fucking know this. The dominant society know that unity is not the problem. But if we can misguide their unity, then we have nothing to worry about. Then we can do whatever the fuck we want. Y'all are unified, but nigga, you don't have anything. You can be unified at your place of work. How about that, nigga? From which I own. How about that? You can be unified in the fucking jury box. Okay, how about that? You could be unified in the courtroom. Crying about when, your family member gets 20 years to life for some weed or some shit. You can unify there. We need to restructure our unity. That's what needs to happen, is to restructure our unity so that we can have an impact on these fucking resources. Because they're not going to give it to us. That's not going to happen. Never in the history of this fucking country has the dominant society just said, here, nigga. Here you go. Oh, you need this? Here you go. Here you go. Even during slavery times, when we needed a tool or something to do their job, what they asked us to do. Master, I need this. I can't do without this. It's gonna hurt my hand. Nigga, figure it out. And that nigga figure it out has stayed the same throughout history. They just killed that man. They shot that man 60 times. What? How is that supposed? Nigga, figure it out. You should have complied, nigga. Figure it out. That figure it out has stayed with us till present day. These motherfuckers aren't going to do anything. They will never give you something that's going to be to the detriment of them. And once you realize that, then you'll understand, okay, here's what I need to ask for. They'll grant you a whole bunch of stupid shit. You niggas need a sign? We'll give you a sign. We're going to change Rodeo to Obama Boulevard. There you go, nigga. What the fuck? They'll give you a whole bunch of goofy shit. Niggas, you niggas are getting killed in the streets by police officers that are legally justified to kill you. You want to know what we're going to do? The white Republican won't do it, but we'll do it. The white liberal, we're going to give you a BLM mural. What do you say to that? A BLM mural. That's what you get when you ask. That's what you get. You get something, but it's not going to be any benefit to you. It's not going to be any damn fucking benefit. Why would it? If this is a competition, which it fucking is, and don't get it twisted, it very much is a competition. And when you start having those conversations, you can poke the bear. Best fucking believe it. All those people who want to talk about kumbaya and we're America, you can poke them enough and they'll start spitting out some facts. Well, listen, we're all American, but listen, you guys have a problem with crime, okay? You guys are the ones that they're doing the homicides and stuff like. You can poke the bear. Deep down inside, they know what the fuck is up. They can put on this show and tell and listen, we got to work together and all that. You poke them enough, you'll really get what the fuck is going on. You'll really get how they feel. It's just in certain areas where they're more liberal with their truth. Because there's really no repercussions. They can call you the N-word and they know the sheriff and they know the community. You're the foreigner. And that's how they'll make you feel, even though that's contrary to the truth. I'm just saying. Just like when please don't get that twisted. Don't confuse integration. Don't confuse tolerance for acceptance. Those are not the fucking same thing. Don't confuse tolerance for acceptance. They're not the same thing. And once you start to realize that, then you can go about that. Listen, at the end of the day, if you wanted a utopian, future of everyone come together and we don't see color and all this, by all means. But you want to know who's going to be able to do that? Those with wealth and power. Those with wealth and fucking power. Those are the ones who dictate the future. One thing that was told to me, or I remember being said, was Bill Gates has done more for people than Mother Teresa. And I was like, oh, fuck. I started thinking, because your knee-jerk reaction is like, what the fuck are you talking about? Mother Teresa has helped the poor and everything. Bill Gates has done more for people than Mother Teresa. I was like, well, he's like, billions that he employs, right? Many of these people end up employing other individuals. They, as far as being beneficial to the economy. You laying hands on me, I appreciate that. What can I do once you leave? Not a damn thing. You giving me a spotlight. Look at these poor niggas. I appreciate that. What can I do once you leave? How can I empower myself? I fucking can't. So, if in fact you want a colorblind society and you want everyone to be treated the same and we all be on the same playing field, or at least have the opportunity, then you're going to have to accumulate some wealth and fucking power. That's really it at the end of the day. You're going to have to accumulate some wealth and fucking power. Because that's the only thing that makes this country run. That's it. It's not feelings. No one gives a fuck about how you feel. Okay? It's not the laws. No one gives a fuck about the laws because we see the laws broken every fucking day. They're never broken when it comes to black Americans. Mind you, they're never broken when it comes to black Americans. Those laws will be enforced strictly, okay, swiftly, expeditiously. So it's not about the laws. We need to change laws. No, laws can be broken, bro. We've already seen this. We've seen this. We're presently seeing this, okay? Nigga, Hunter, damn near fucking all this. Y'all ain't gonna do. Okay, that's interesting. Y'all were locking niggas up for a fucking gram of weed. Now this has fucking video, text, sound bites, witness. Okay, all right, that's interesting. That's never how it works, okay? What matters is the wealth and power. So that's where the unity needs to be focused on. Now, when it comes to Judge Mathis, this man said some cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs shit.